Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another daily energy draw. Like I said yesterday, we're going to take this kind of day by day and just see how it goes, but I am out of bed and out of my pajamas today. I hope you guys fared very well with the new moon. It was interesting. I'm going to talk about these energies for a minute here before we get into the daily, and I'll tell you why as we get into the daily. So, it's interesting that yesterday I referred to the new moon in Sagittarius as the full moon because it really did feel like a full moon. And here's why. Chiron, which is known as the wounded healer, which brings up a lot of karma, a lot of shadow sides, just stationed direct today, December 15th. Take the messages how they resonate for you, when they resonate for you. These are meant to be timeless. But when I'm recording this, when I am delivering these messages, it is December 15th, 2020. And Chiron has just stationed direct after being in retrograde since July. Now, what's interesting about that is we channeled that. I think it was just either the romance reading or just this past daily yesterday that July was a pivotal point in our ascension journey because it felt like there was a new beginning. I think that was the romance reading. I'll link that in the description box below. It felt like there was a endings and beginnings that were happening here with the summer. There was something pivotal that happened this past summer around June and July. And it felt like there was a major shift in energy, especially for those of us who are on this awakened journey, on this ascension journey. Now, it's because we were going deeper within, so we were rising higher in ascension. The deeper you go within the soul self, it's all within. That kingdom that they talk about, it's all within. It's all within the self. And the deeper you go to recognize the soul of yourself, to recognize that divinity, that's where the shift in dimension is. That's where the shift in consciousness is, because you are rising in consciousness. And consciousness is a shift in energy. It's a shift in mindset. It's not a physical dimension, although it plays out in physical dimensions. It is a consciousness shift. As within, so without. As you shift within, then you start to see that manifest in your physical, tangible world on the physical dimensional plane. But it all occurs and happens within first. So there was a major shift that was happening in energy starting in the summer. We talked about that in the romance reading, leading into this autumn season, leading up to the solstice, which is heightening energy. It's building momentum. And we talked about how it's all preparation stage. And with Chiron going direct now, it's because we were clearing out the past. We were clearing out karma. We were clearing out old wounding. And you might be feeling with this, leading up to the solstice, a lightening of the energy. Challenges don't seem as challenging. You're able to cope more. You have more tools. It's because you're going deeper and deeper within, recognizing your power. And when you recognize your power, you recognize your ability to overcome obstacles, to overcome challenges, to understand lessons and experiences for what they are, because you're seeing things from the higher perspective, because you're seeing things from the soul's perspective. That's the higher dimensional shift. That's a higher shift in consciousness. You are feeling more at one with yourself, more at home with yourself, lighter within yourself, more within your power. Now, this is not the power of the past. This is not control. This is not that fierce dictatorial power. This is sovereignty. This is self-empowerment. This is authenticity. This is, I know who I am, and I stand strong in who I am. This is, I know that I'm divine. I know that we are all divine. We're all part of the same tapestry. We're all woven threads, part of the same universal structure. We're all part of unity consciousness. That is the higher dimensional energy, that higher consciousness shift. And so it's really interesting because the new moon felt like a full moon because of Chiron's energy coming into play as well, because there were things that were ending. And so it almost feels like we're kind of like in the balance right now. We're kind of straddling two worlds again. But it doesn't feel like that void energy that we were in the past. Now it feels, they're saying exciting. It feels exciting. Well, okay, it feels exciting for them. It might not feel exciting for us, but it's definitely exciting for our spirit team. And even for our soul self. Our human side might be having a little bit of trouble, but It is excitement, it is anticipation because it is forward momentum, it is moving. We've been through this purification process, and that's why today's energy draw is very interesting. They're calling the dragons for me. The dragon energy came in as I was going to bed last night, and they said use the dragon oracle deck today because of that purification energy, and I'm getting chills. Because of that purification energy, what they said is the dragons are going to be guiding us through this next phase, through the next few days, the next few weeks, into the new year, the solstice especially, but into the new year, they're going to be guiding us because we've been through this purification energy. So anywhere there's some kind of energetic debris, they're going to be clearing that out, helping us to pave the way so that we can continue to shift and anchor in and integrate that higher level of consciousness, which is what we're doing. Because we've been purifying and clearing out all that soul sludge, especially from July on, things were intensifying for us energetically, especially within our soul self, especially within our physical environments, because we were clearing out karma, we were clearing out energy. But things have really been, it's for this. It's for this. It's because we're at the next stage of ascension. So the new moon and the full moon, very interesting. It felt like a full moon, but it's a new moon. So there's new beginnings because there were old endings that were happening, because we were shifting, because we have been through that purification energy, that purification state. And so now we're actually shifting into embodiment and integration and anchoring in energy. So it might feel like we're a little bit straddling right now. You guys might be having a lot of ascension symptoms, physical symptoms. You might be experiencing more fatigue. Especially with the eclipse energy, that's magnifying and heightening everything. You might be feeling more fatigue. At the same time, you might be feeling insomnia. You might be experiencing body aches and pains. At the same time, you might be feeling physically lighter. So it's a very interesting energy. It's almost paradoxical because it feels like, well, how can I be feeling both at the same time? But that's that in-between state that is happening right now as we're moving into this next phase of our journey, this next phase of ascension, as we're shifting into higher consciousness. And to bring in another message, it's not just fifth dimensional consciousness that we're moving into now. This is higher. This is seventh and ninth dimensions. This is higher consciousness. We've been through that third dimensional state where everything was dense and low vibration, moved through the bridge of the fourth dimension, moving into the fifth dimension, which is shifting consciousness, that soul self, more in our heart space, that higher heart, more in our light bodies, anchoring in the templates, the new templates. But we're now shifting beyond that, ascending beyond that. That's what the next phase is all about. We're moving even higher into that seventh dimensional energy, that seventh dimensional mindset, consciousness, perspectives, things like that. And that's going to be playing out in the physical. So things are going to be shifting in our physical world because it's shifting within us. And there is going to be kind of like a split. You might be feeling that split with family members or friendships or relationships where it's there. You're finding that people aren't seeing things as you are, where people are experiencing struggle and strife and you're not. You might be experiencing abundance. Hold that light for others. Hold that compassion for others. Hold that love within your heart for others, and that respect and that non-judgment energy, because they're still on a path. They're still on their path. And just because you're going through the process of ascension doesn't mean that they're not. Just because you might be, how do I say this, elevating, evolving at a faster rate doesn't mean that they're not. Everybody is exactly where they're meant to be for their own soul's growth and evolution, their choices. And we have to respect and understand their choices. And there cannot be judgment, because judgment is a low vibrational energy. But understand that you might not be experiencing what other people are experiencing, and that is not for you to feel shame or guilt. It is for you to continue to hold the light for others and continue to be a guide for others. You know your truth. Stand firm in your truth. That's part of that sovereign energy that we were picking up on. That's part of that self-empowerment. That's part of being authentic to you. You stand true to who you are. But also be that open heart, be that loving heart, be that compassionate heart, that non-judgmental heart, because you are serving as a light, you are serving as a guide for others, and what you do ripples out to affect others. Okay, so let's see what the dragons have to say. I love dragon energy so much. It's just, it is fierce and tender at the same time, and I don't know how to describe how that is. Everything's a paradox. It's so interesting. Everything becomes a paradox in higher dimensional state, or at least a paradox to our logical mind. We're in that higher dimensional state, that higher consciousness, everything just is. And we don't have to analyze it. It just is. Okay. All right, Spirit, what do you have to say? Dragons, what do you have to say? Dragon Council, what do you have to say to my collective today? I'm feeling those. Let's just get one, please. Dragons, what do you have to say for today? Okay, well, I guess we're taking all of them. Hold on. Okay. I don't want all. That was a bunch that flew out. Let's just get one. Oh my gosh, look, they keep giving me like 1,000. Whew, okay. Okay, alright, I'll take those two. Or three. Oh, well, let's see what they have to say. We have the deep blue dragon. Keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you're protected. Walk on a path of light. I should just surrender and just keep surrendering and just be like, okay, whatever you want to give me, you give me, because this is so true. This is exactly what we were just channeling. Remember when I just said that they're clearing the path leading for the next few days, the next few weeks, leading up to the solstice and the new year? That's this. That is confirmation of this. Dragons are coming in, and I'm getting chills again. They are here. They are very present, and they're making themselves known. So you might actually be starting to be connected to dragon energy if you're not already. You might be seeing, show me clouds, so you might be seeing dragons in the clouds. You might be seeing shapes. You might be feeling their energy. You might be seeing symbols. For example, dragons might be showing up in your physical reality as far as on flags or on statues or whatever it is, but they're showing up, they're making themselves known to you. They're telling you that they are here helping to clear the way. Protecting, supporting, and helping to clear the way because you are ready to level up. And it's a quantum leap is what they just said. It is a quantum leap in your evolution, a quantum leap in your ascension journey. You are anchoring in and embodying higher level of consciousness, not just fifth dimension, higher consciousness, higher, like seventh dimension, ninth dimension, above. You're bringing that template down now because you've been through this purification process. Now is a time to level up, and they are helping to support you and clear the way, get rid of any of that energetic debris that might still be there, continuing to purify that energy, continuing to clear and heal that energy. Yeah, walk on a path of light. That's what we were saying. Hold the light. We also have, they want me to do that last. Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. Oh, that's cool. Protects you in times of change. A time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. Okay, confirmation. It was funny, as I was shuffling, what I was hearing was, you already said the messages, we already channeled to you the messages that you needed to deliver, but I'm stubborn and I wanted cards for the daily energy draw, but this is confirmation of what we were saying. They're saying that you're ready to quantum leap, you're ready to level up, you are moving through to the next level of your journey, but remember, that is a conscious choice. It is a conscious choice that you make in every thought, every action, the awareness of yourself. It is a conscious choice to level up by how you act in the world, how you embody. Then we have the Alpha Dragon. Harnesses the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world. This feels like unity energy, union of the masculine and feminine energy within you. Could also be within your sacred union. This is the distortion of the masculine energy becoming healed. This is the divine masculine continuing to rise and grow and become that divine embodiment. And that's within you if you're divine feminine as well, but it's also the embodiment of the divine masculine. And it's divine masculine energy, especially with regards to the masculine energy on this planet as a whole, the patriarchy as a whole. That template is crumbling. That distorted masculine energy is crumbling. And now, because it's coming into union with the feminine energy, the divine masculine energy is rising just like the divine feminine energy is rising. So a new world is here. A new world is being created. Beautiful. All right, you guys, oh my gosh, and look at the bottom. The bottom of the deck is the Omega, the Alpha and the Omega, the masculine, which way? The masculine and the feminine. This says harnesses the divine feminine power of creation, intention, hold your vision, birth a higher consciousness. You guys, this is exactly what I was channeling. I'm getting chills. I cannot believe, I don't know why this still blows me away when we channel. This is crazy. This is beautiful. This is exactly what we were saying. The masculine and the feminine rising into their divinity, into union. That is creating the new world and the shift in consciousness. Holy cow. All right, you guys. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.